All right, so we're here in Barbina, Region 1. Barbina is a part of Mabaruma. I hope I don't have my geography wrong, but we're just looking at another failed project in this area. This is supposed to be a road here, and because they have not gotten it right, they're left with this. This was a bridge and somebody had a contract to build the road, and clearly that has not worked out. What we have seen here in Barbina is failed project, well, not in Barbina particularly only, but in Mabaruma, Kumaka, different areas here in this area, this sub-district of Region 1. Mabaruma, of course, is the township. It's failed project after failed project. These kinds of big projects, the government seem ill-equipped to do effectively. And one gets the impression this is what happens when you give these contracts to friends, family, and favorites. Now, I'm just showing you a portion of this bridge here. This is supposed to be a road that is covered in water here because they have not been able to bring in the right people who can execute these projects. So this has just been abandoned now. Hundreds of millions of dollars. And this project has just been abandoned now. This is supposed to be a road here. It's a permanent swamp. And even the bridge is collapsing here. This walkway is collapsing, it's leaning into this road/swamp. And this has now been effectively abandoned. Yet another failed project here in Region 1 in this area called Barbina. Just giving you a quick walk through as we're in the area here, talking to residents, and this is one of the concerns that they've pointed out. Where you're seeing water is not supposed to look like that. That is actually supposed to be a road. But because they have not been able to construct it well, you end up with a swamp. And then this bridge here is leaning sideways. It's the bridge of itself now. The walkway is collapsing as well. And then look, this makeshift. You have to go left and then go right. So people, the residents here, don't have the use of this anymore because, again, as I said, it has been abandoned, as you have seen there. You see? The whole thing is falling, keeling over from this angle here. See that? That's the bridge on the water there too. That's the bridge on the water. And then there's this other makeshift walkway. You walk up and you walk around, and another failed project. Region 1, folks, millions and millions and millions of dollars spent on these projects. And of course, not given to the people who have the competency, not given to the people who have the know-how. And this is what you end up with. This is what you end up, folks. Credible sources here in Barbina, Region 1, bringing you the credible, valid information. So I walk around for something that's supposed to be a bridge, that's supposed to be a road. Again, that's where we came. This is criminal. All right, so that is one road I showed you coming out of Barbina, right? And because that road is abandoned, they started this other road now, which isn't much different. They started on this other road. This is leading out of Barbina, that more folks have contracts for. That more folks have contracts for. And of course, as you see, pedestrians, the elderly, children get a hard time to come out of here. This is the road we're going through here, you know. This is the road we're going through here. Look. See that? That's the road we're going through here. Look up my right at the back there. You got to get a forerunner to come through this. And it's getting deeper. Sorry about that. I'm pulling up my pants, my jeans even more, but that looks like an effort in futility. Forgive us. It's getting deeper to go through. This is how you come out. Look, I want to show you this. This is the forerunner. Come ahead. Former MP Ronald Cox is helping us. This is a forerunner trying to get through here.
This is the
PM
PPP
candidate. Hold on.
administration, you know, this PPP administration, what is worse is that when you come in here through all of this nonsense, you would see that their representative had the audacity to nail flags up right through the area. This is their representation in Barbina.
Yeah. Ronald, hold on. I want people to see this is a forerunner. So imagine what people will face, residents who come through this. This is almost knee-high, and I'm six something here. And this is what you got to do to get out of this area. This is an area here in Barbina. So what I showed you just now is one of the roads that they abandoned, and then they started this one here. You see that? Look. See that? My God, I want to get up there. And residents got to wait through this. 5 years, trillions of dollars later, and they're going to come back. That's the way we came. They're going to come back and say, vote for us again. Now, let me hurry up before I leave my ride. You got to get through all of this here. You see? You got to get through all this. You got to get through all of this. So you're a resident here. You're in trouble. You're in shambles. You're in shambolics. Right? I'm getting a little fat. I know. See? I'm just saying it for the residents here. That's where we came. Trying to get up with the guys. Look in front of us here. The project I just showed you. And they started on this one here. So the folks were just telling us, in one community, just to access, they've tried to do 4 roads, 4 entryways, and failed each time, and 2 bridges. 4 entryways, 2 bridges later, and this is what you got. Another attempt to get out of this area. Millions upon billions of dollars. That was another area, another attempt in that direction there for a road. That abandoned. Millions upon millions. I'm going to catch up with the guys here and go. Just a brief interlude. A very, very brief interlude. MP Coxo cautiously helping us out. And see, we still got a way left to go on this contraption. MP Cox, how much does it charge to get out of here? How much do they charge to get out of this here?
$5,000
Across the water.
5,000 when the water is high?
Across the water.
To cross the water. Alright folks, we leave it there. Thanks for joining us.